It was Richard Nixon's first day in office and Lyndon Johnson's last. One took over the White House and the other took an airplane back to Texas. So it was the beginning for one and the end for the other, and a memorable day for both of them. And here's a report on how it was for both of them from White House correspondent Herbert Kaplow and contributing editor John Chancellor.
One of the first functions of the new president was to be the host at a reception here at the White House right after the inaugural parade ended. It was for his and his wife's families. Altogether, we're told there were about 200 people present. Tonight, the Nixons dress in formal clothes and drop in at the 6 inaugural balls spread about town. Richard Nixon obviously is a happy man tonight. He's had a couple of tough defeats over the years in getting here, and perhaps because of them, he is savoring the victory more than those who reached here more easily. He has been a controlled, satisfied man over these past few weeks. He has been organizing his administration with a quiet, restrained enthusiasm. But this morning, as he was getting ready to start out, as he was tying his tie, he was heard whistling. And as one aide puts it, when he whistles, well, then you know he figures things are going pretty well. Herbert Kaplow, NBC News, at the White House.
Lyndon Johnson left town today, and both his friends and his enemies admit that the place won't be the same without him. He left at the end of a single elected term as president, which is not how he had planned his life. Nevertheless, this past week, in the noisy round of official farewell ceremonies, Mr. Johnson gave every appearance of being at peace with himself. The process of transition has been smoother and better organized than ever before, and close associates of both men say Mr. Johnson and Mr. Nixon, who are old political antagonists, are getting along just fine. And as Richard Nixon put his hand on the Bible today, Mr. Johnson was poised and restrained and thoughtful. He had taken his first presidential oath in the back of Air Force One on a terrible day in Dallas. The same plane took him home later today. But before that, a lot of people who had gone all the way with LBJ turned up at a luncheon given for the departing president by his old friend Clark Clifford. And they heard these spirited words.
I'm just thankful that I have good friends to go home to, and I'm so grateful for the kindness and the goodness of the American people and their help and understanding through the years that I have tried to serve them.
How does a man say farewell to Washington after 38 years?
Well, I'm not saying farewell. I'm coming back. You're not.
Members of the Senate turned out this morning for the swearing-in ceremonies on the Capitol steps, and when that was over, the senators went back inside and did a little work. They voted to confirm all but one of the nominees to the Nixon cabinet, the one being Governor Hickel of Alaska, nominated to be Secretary of the Interior. The vote on him was delayed until tomorrow because the objection of just one senator can delay the vote for one day, and there was an objection. But it is still pretty much taken for granted that Hickel will be confirmed and sworn in shortly. Chet?
Henry Cabot Lodge, the new chief United States negotiator at the Paris peace talks, today arrived in Paris, and with him came the prestige lent by a new United States administration, one which will be in office for at least 4 years and so will have no need to postpone discussions for a successor. But authoritative sources in Paris said today that the first real exchange among the United States, South Vietnam, North Vietnam, and the Viet Cong is not likely to take place before the end of the week because of the absence of South Vietnamese Vice President Ky. Ky, who oversees his delegation, is scheduled to leave Saigon